Peace, team. Welcome to SolSista Therapy. My name is Queen Misha, and joining us shortly will be our sister Pump Queen. Having a little bit of technical difficulties right now. So our topic for the week is going to be triggers. So our sister had a experience over the weekend where I guess she had a situation that happened and it kindly triggered her, kindly placing her in a lower vibration for the weekend. And so she was able to work through that, do some self analyzing and mental health and some mental work, I guess, and, was able to come up with the conclusion of what was bothering her and why it bothered her. And so she's going to be chatting with us tonight and giving the perspective that she received from her weekend. As far as me, I like to trigger myself, right? So this is where people would maybe consider me crazy, but in reality, it's going to happen one way or another if there's work that needs to be done. So why not be in control of when it happens compared to allowing society and, your environment, the people around you to be that trigger or have that control. And so, yeah, for me, one of the ways that I self-trigger myself to do healing work is by just thinking about the hard stuff from my childhood. Sometimes I'll just randomly, just be chilling and I'll just get to thinking like I wonder how I feel about this situation. How do I feel about my 6 years of molestation? How do I feel about the years of bullying that I went through? And if it stirs up anything, then I feel the need to go a little bit deeper and okay, well, I came to the understanding of this and this, so then what could it be? So yes, simply just not living in the past. We don't want to live in the past, right? So it's not like every day I think about my childhood traumas because there's no reasoning for that. That doesn't produce any progressive energy or growth within yourself, right? It just keeps you at a low stagnant energy. And so for me, I feel like one of the best things that you can do is kindly in increments, right? If you're being intentional about it. Because there's no need to be sad for multiple days, And sometimes there's a lot of pain and a lot of grief to work through. And so you would be out for a year straight just trying to, overcome. And who has a year straight? Very, very few people have a year's time to just take to their self and heal. So whether you schedule yourself a day or a weekend out the month, a weekend every 3 months, where you just go by yourself and you just heal. Okay. And we have our sister who is joining us. There she is. Go by yourself.
Hey,
Yes. I think I did good. Right, you guys?
Gucci.
And so, yes, just like I said, you have the option on when you're triggered, right? And so the more that you take control of that yourself, rather than letting your outside environments have that control, the more it's gonna get worked through either way. But I guess the more control you have over, you don't have control, but some things you can have control over. And how you heal is one of those things, right? You have control over that. And so, yeah, self-triggering, I'm all for, create a safe environment, healthy environment for you, for yourself, and light some candles, get some incense going. Plants are great healing energies, and just feel the emotions, just be in the emotion.
Well, I actually heard what you said while I was trying to fix all the technical difficulties. That's an interesting concept.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to keep it real. I'm not there yet.
Mm-hmm.
I do not want to trigger myself.
Mm-hmm.
I personally just want to eliminate the triggers altogether. But I'm sure I may get to that space where that is what's important. I think about certain movies that you watch,
Mm-hmm.
so you gotta deal with it. You gotta go, through all of that stuff so you can get to the nitty gritty. So, not to say that that won't be in the future, But at this moment,
But you're right. Triggering is you're not supposed to always be triggered. I don't like. I'm triggering myself to hurry up and get the crap done. You know.
nah,
So
I can dig it. I can dig it. That's what I see what I'm saying. That's why you the bomb. That's why you the energy model, because you know you can just ignite that in yourself and go through it and fix it like a video game, and then go right back to. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. But right now, the ancestors trigger me on purpose. I'll say that.
yes.
Okay. So yeah, so my little story, gonna be a little honest with y'all, gonna be a little vulnerable and whatnot. I want to start off by saying I appreciate everyone that reached out, to send me some love, to send me light, to send support. It's greatly appreciated. And my true point of even bringing this out, because you know I'm the strong one. Like I said, I'm the one, you know, who's I'm not supposed to complain and all that, but you know sometimes being vulnerable, is also a way of inspiring people. You know what I'm saying? Letting them know that you know you're human too, and you go through things, but you know you can do it. Kind of attitude. So get right into it. So without telling y'all all my business, pretty much one of my biggest triggers is when I feel like my stability is at risk. You know what I'm saying? I live off of very limited resources. Not complaining about that. I make it do what it do. But the reality is those resources are limited. So if something goes wrong, you know, that can be just one snap away, you know, from disaster, you know what I'm saying, where I'm concerned. So that bothers me. It triggers my insecurities about, you know, losing my arm, because prior to this I was working for myself. I've always been independent. I've always been able to take care of myself. And also with my some of my issues with my mom, I watched my mom take care of everything, even prior to her marriage. She was the backbone of our family. She was the one who was the responsible one, helped my grandfather with his business. She was always a person that people relied on. So I felt like, you know, growing up, that's who I was supposed to be. And that also bled into my relationships as far as romance and whatnot. So I always had it in my mind that I have to have it all together. I need to make sure that, you know, I can take care of me and other people. So whenever I feel like I can't take care of myself, that that bothers me a lot. And then I do have support system. I do have people who care. I do have people that are willing to, you know, to support me and, you know, in all facets, but they got their own lives. You know what I'm saying? I have a cousin who has has a child. I have, you know what I'm saying, friends who are married with kids. I got my mom who is running her business. You know what I'm saying? So they help when they can, but it's not like they can be a steady resource. And then in my mind, I'm not supposed to anyway. I'm a grown ass woman. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? I'm not a child, and it's nobody's responsibility. One arm and all. It's still my job to take care of myself. So if I can't do that, I'm a burden. I don't like being that. One of the first things I told myself after losing my arm is I am not going to be a beggar. I am not going to be a burden. I am not going to be that person that people, want to avoid because she always needs something or she always needs help with something. So I pride myself on making sure that I can take care of me. So when I feel like I can't do that, that bothers me. And then it brings all the things to my mind on why I can't or why I possibly, can't do that. So yeah, that was bothering me. And then I had a conversation with my king, and that brought up a lot of some of my insecurities where he's concerned because even with him, like I said, I watched my mom, be the person to, take care of her man. So I felt like I needed to do that. And since I can't, it always gives me this attitude sometimes like, maybe I'm not valuable enough. I'm a liability to him. So that makes me expendable. Don't matter. We've been together 13 years. Doesn't matter how much I know he loves me unconditionally. He shows it to me. In those moments, that's a trigger. That triggers, to me to think that I'm not good enough because I'm not in a certain financial situation or I'm not in a situation where I can just take care of myself or take care of him. All illusions. But that's what, I'm saying, but that's what my traumas, I'm saying, have kind of instilled in me. So it doesn't happen often, but it still happens. So I still have to work on that. So and once I'm in them feelings, it's hard to just come up on out of them. You know what I'm saying? Once I'm there, I feel deeply. So, I kind of, my environment starts to become my emotions. That's kind of how I've always dealt with it. So, see how bright and light and all that is? Yeah, nah. I closed all my shades. I was in the dark for 2 days crying and
Mm.
what I'm saying and whatnot. And just, yeah, just dwelling in all of my doubts, all the things that I used to tell myself that I just kept to myself, because I'm supposed to be the strong one, kind of thing. And it's almost like a lot of pressure because it takes a lot for me to get there. Because, every time a monkey wrench come in, I tell myself, like I tell y'all, it's just a redirection. So I tell myself that all the time. I practice what I preach all the time.
Right.
But sometimes the unit what the ancestors do is really test you. All right, you strong? All right, here's some more.
Mhm.
Here's some more. For real? Oh, you really believe? Here's some more. Here's
Right.
some more. They keep piling it up to truly see if you believe. And I kind of cracked this time. I kind of cracked, so I didn't pass this test time, and it's all right. It's
Well,
all
maybe it's not that you cracked, you just released. You cracked open, which is you released the what was because it's been building up in you, right? Like the last little bit.
yeah, it has, but I feel like so that means to me that I haven't been really dealing with it. It's kind of
Right.
just been I kind
Building.
of just been pushing it to the side instead of actually, accepting it and dealing with it and stuff like that. And
Hmm.
that in itself bothers me
Hmm.
because I really be thinking I'm doing the shadow work. I really be thinking that I'm doing this, and because I get over it quickly, I'll be like, "All right, cool, I got this, I got this." But then they just kind of piles a bunch of stuff on it because other contributing factors. Sorry guys, TMI, but I was on my cycle, so my hormones were all over the place, kind of thing. Then I was sober, you know what I'm saying, all weekend. You know what I'm saying? My homie went out of town and yeah, I ain't re up. So I had to deal with all those contributing factors. So I
Yeah.
didn't have my calmer, my hormones were all over the place, and then my insecurities. So it's just all of that, and this is what they do. This is what my ancestors do. You know what I'm saying? To really, and that's what they're gonna do to test you if you truly about this life. Because it shouldn't matter what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to understand that that's a redirection, that this is just a storm that you got to, buffalo, water buffalo through, and it's gonna be all right.
Mm.
That's how I'm supposed to take that in the moment. And that's what I'm working on. Because I'm very much aware of myself. I'm very much aware of my triggers. So I know what it's about. And I just really just want my ancestors to hurry up and get me on this learning curve because it feels redundant to me. And that's another thing that weighs me down. Because it's like, fuck.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Can I move on?
Right.
I
Like I
really
said,
thought I
it's the
did
healing
good.
process.
I thought I did good on these SATs, damn it. You know what I'm saying?
There we are,
That's how I
still
be
sitting there.
feeling.
Yeah, still in school.
Yeah, still a school kind of thing. So, but maybe spirit is challenging you to release your addiction. Sobriety is the next level.
It is.
Yeah, maybe so.
I know that's a challenge for me right now because I know that smoking for me literally just calms me because my anxiety in my mind, I just think all the time. I'm just always thinking, always analyzing, either analyzing myself, analyzing the people in my life, analyzing what I got going on and how well I'm doing at life and my goals. Like, and so meditation is supposed to help with that and breathing, you know, and then also, sometimes just like just being, but the feeling that that smoking is the only way that I can just like chill. That's not good. That's
I get you.
codependency.
Well, I will definitely admit that I am codependent, you know what I'm saying, on cannabis to calm me down and stuff like that. And that's something that I'll possibly have to visit. I'm not gonna lie right now. It's what I got going on. You know what I mean? Like yes, I understand that used to be me and I conquered it and I believe you can.
Oh, Harley, you're so
Yeah,
cute.
she's awesome. Yeah, no, absolutely. Now I'm not gonna lie, where I'm at right now, that's my karma. I do a lot of things by myself. I am my own therapist. I do everything on my own. So at the moment, this is what I got. The more productive I am, the less I smoke. See
Right.
what I'm saying? So if I'm busy, I'm out and about and things of that nature, and that's what I try to, do for myself. I try to stay busy. I do a lot of studying. I do it because I'm learning, my business as I go. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm working on that. I'm not there because I need something to replace that.
And also, just because uh, it affects someone in a negative light from their perspective doesn't mean that that is what it serves you in your life, because it's all about our perspectives. And so if your perspective is that it's your anxiety medicine and you're still being productive and it's not stopping your life from progressing, then it can't be considered as bad of a problem as somebody who smokes all day and don't do nothing.
I can dig it.
You know?
Um, no, absolutely. That everybody's perspective is different, and I respect everybody's perspective. Now, what I will say to what Harley says, I don't make excuses for myself. It is what it is. My life is my life, and I do what I do. Everybody has a reason on why they do things. That's my reason. So, like I said, it's something that I may have to visit, but I definitely hold myself accountable with all things. But for my life and how I move and what I got going on, that's what I got going on. So, something to visit, but I always hold myself accountable. I could promise you that.
Yeah.
But those are the things that my triggers and why I was going through what I was going through over the weekend.
Mhm.
And I do need to do other things because I meditate. I meditate every rising, talk to my ancestors and things of that nature. But my life tends to keep me inside. I need to be out more. I need to, and it again, it plays with my insecurities. I've
Mhm.
been in the house for about a decade. So for me, I'm a very outgoing person, but for my life, it doesn't move that way. So all of those little things, I try my very best to find, ways to compensate for that, and I
Mhm.
try to find the most positive, ways to do that, But it,
Yeah,
it's
because it's a lot worse out there than some marijuana, I promise you.
no, I can dig it. And again, I'm not trying to, what I'm saying, I'm not again not trying to make an excuse. It's just my thing. And I'm not on other drugs. I got family members that are doing extra crazy stuff, and whatnot. So no, by no means do I feel like that's actually a problem. But anything that can enhance, enhance, what I'm saying, my life or whatever, shit, it'll even save me some money. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? There's other factors to that. But for me, I just need to, in the moment,
Mhm.
everything I'm saying right now, everything that I say on my platform, I need to feel that in the moment.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? Because it's real easy to talk about it, like on here, like I talk about it right now, all cool and dandy. Just 2 days ago, that was enough. Yeah, you're saying that was enough. So my thing is feeling, you know what I'm saying, feeling what it is in that moment and understanding, or at least I can tell myself so I can calm myself down because what I can't be codependent on is other people.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody has their own journey. And I feel like sometimes the universe sets it up that all of the things that I'm codependent on, they take them away. And they tend to take them away all at once, you know what I'm saying, to teach me and to
Right.
train me, you know what I'm
Remove that
saying?
crutch.
It's exactly to remove that crutch. Absolutely.
Trust me, they do
So,
it to me too, girl. I like lose everything and out of nowhere. But
well, I don't want to go through I don't like going through, like I told you, like when I was talking to you personally, when I'm upset, any type of, I don't like to use the word depression, but any type of depressive state, anything that makes me unaligned or whatever, I feel that physically.
Mhm.
I don't like it. I do not like that feeling. So, and not to say that I'm not supposed to be human, but I really don't like that feeling. So anything that I can do to avoid that, you know what I'm saying? I'm all for it. And then I
Mhm.
also think about energetically how I'm attached to other people. How I feel affects other people, whether, you know what I'm saying, whether I like that or not. So, and on one hand, it's not my responsibility, it's for other people's energies, but at the same time, as a healer, I do feel responsible, you know what I'm saying, for other people energetically, especially the people that I choose to do that for.
Now, I was gonna say there's a difference because I don't. As a healer, I don't feel responsible for every being on this planet, even every person that I see on a day-to-day basis. Only thing I feel responsible for is my energy when I walk out, to make sure that I am in my most loving and light energy. And however they take it is how they take it, because I don't want to waste energy trying to work with someone who isn't ready to be worked with yet.
That makes sense.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, some people, just because you see their potential and you see the beauty in them, but you meet their lower self, but you can see that they have a higher self to them, just because you can see that higher self doesn't mean that they're aware or that they acknowledge that's in themselves or that they're ready to ascend to that level. And so some people, like grumpy old men, I love them. You know why? Because they just grumpy as shit. And I recognize that there's nothing I can do really to change that outside of being sweet and being myself, you know? Yeah. But I'm not going to go out of my way to be like, hey, Mr. Carson, you want me to help you load your stuff in the car, knowing Mr. Carson going to cuss me out. Right. No.
No, you're right. No, that's not what I meant. I mean more so like talking about like my king. That's my twin flame. So when I hurt, he hurts, and vice versa. So that's what I mean. If I'm in a low vibration, I know that he can feel that. You know what I mean? And vice versa. So, and he has enough things in the world, to bring that type of energy to him. So I have chosen to take on, that responsibility. As far as, for me, I personally feel like how I spin it for myself is there's nothing wrong with me being in a high vibe all the time. So even if it's for my children, even if it's for, the people again in my life to change that environment, I'm willing to do that. Mm-hmm. I feel like he's worth it. The same I feel like way about my cousin. Shit, I feel that way about you.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got a couple of people right now that are going through some things. And had they called me a day earlier, I wouldn't have picked up their phone. I wouldn't have picked up their call because I wasn't in the right energy. I was, dealing with my own stuff. So that's what I mean. I know that, I'm saying, I am a positive, reinforcement for people, for certain individuals.
Right.
I want to always be that, but I can't be that if I'm not right.
Right. And that's why we have to put self first. It's not selfish to put self first, because I realize that too. If I'm not putting myself first and I'm just giving my energy out, then I'm going to be given from a depleted source, and there's nothing good that can come from depletion. But once I started being like, wait, sorry, putting everybody on block, my phone stays on silent all day long. Like, I go and answer you when I want to answer you, Mm-hmm. And so once I started doing that, though, I realized that I was standing a lot better of an energy with people like my mother, my daughter, the people in my life that are close to me. Like, I don't get annoyed anymore or feel like I'm exhausting myself, basically. I always have energy for everyone who needs me, but that's because I'm always investing energy into myself, like even everything from my shower. My shower is my time. Like, leave me alone. Nobody talks to me, like it's me and the radio. Me and the DJ got a date and in the mirror. And that's when I do my mirror work for the morning, like, okay. Like, you a baddie. You're the girl. Right. So I guess
nice to yourself. Talk nice to yourself in the mouth.
Yeah, because you got to. If you don't, who will?
That's so true.
And I really don't. And if you do it, then you don't care if anybody else does it. In reality,
That is a fact.
That's why getting complimented on my physical does not mean anything to me anymore. I mean, I appreciate it just because you're taking your time to actually energetically invest some kind energy into me, but like it doesn't move me, like I'm not gonna be like, oh, he yeah. So
I can dig it.
Yeah,
I can dig it. Well, as far as getting back to triggers and all, so I'm gonna work on it. I tell people all the time, I'm not perfect. I am just like you. You know what I'm saying? The only if there's going to be a difference is just that I am in my mind consciously wanting to be better. Yes, self-care. I agree. Outside validation shouldn't move us at all. That's ego. 1,000%. Yeah, 1,000%. Yeah. So I I want to be my best self. I want to, again, everything is about fulfilling my purpose. So that goes along with keeping, getting my issues together and, whatever it is that I need to do, you know what I'm saying? And that would include stop smoking, you know what I'm saying?
Can
Whatever.
I give you an easier thing to start with?
Sure.
Give yourself grace. You have a lot of
What do you mean by that?
You expect that a lot out of yourself, as you should, as I do myself, so I understand that. But when it doesn't turn out the way that I feel all of my energy and planning has wanted for it to turn out, I give myself grace. Oh, okay, damn, I messed up. So why did I mess up, and how can I not do that again? But what I stopped doing for me personally was beating myself up, because at the thought of having to tell one of my siblings no to money when they need it, the thought of having to tell my mother no, or that thought of having to, like, that stuff bothered me to where that would be one of my triggers, right? Not being able to provide for my siblings and my family when they need it. And so I had to start giving myself grace and realizing, girl, you're only 29 years old yourself, doing this all by yourself, just like everybody else, like it's not like we had parents sitting with us every night. For me personally, telling me this is the way. It's not like I had a Simba as a dad, or Mufasa as a dad, taking me on walks every day, giving me knowledge. Like, no, life is my pure course, right? And it has been since the beginning. And so with that being said, I keep that in forefront, that everything I'm doing right now, I'm doing for the first time with very little examples of how to do it the right way. Not even do it, because you can go on YouTube and pull up how to do, a lot of stuff, but to do it right, to keep your heart into it, to where it's not being manipulated by the system and, this matrix and all of this stuff. We love you, Harley. I'm interested in Harley's energy because she's new. I haven't got to experience Harley yet, but lost my train of thought. But basically, what I'm saying is, give yourself grace. Realize that the things that you're doing, I know that you don't have anybody, very few people in your life that grew up teaching you how to do anything that you need to learn how to do right now. you know, because and remember that, basically. Just remember that and be kind to my friend, to my sister. Let my sister, mess up with grace, knowing that it's not intentional and it's not because of your
Well,
incapability of doing anything. It's not because,
I get a question now.
Yes.
So what do I do when it's not? Because it's not really that I'm doing anything wrong. I don't feel like I'm doing anything wrong. I feel like I'm doing all that I can to do things right, and then there's always something. That'd be the thing for me. So it makes me feel like, am I supposed to be doing this? Is this the right thing? It's like trying to decide whether this is
and that's why you're going through those. Maybe that's why you're going through it, because there comes a time, me myself being a previous brick and mortar business owner, and having my business now that I'm rebranding and stuff, there comes a point in time as a business owner when you are exhausted, especially as a new business owner, when you're giving way more than you are receiving from your business. And you have that moment where you have to sit down in the mirror and be like, is this worth it or not? 9 times out of 10, it's worth it. It's only because of fear and self-doubt that we tell ourselves that it's not. In reality, I could have kept my ass in Kentucky and fought 3 more months for my business, because in that day and time, I had what I needed for my rent. Once again, I didn't have money for any other bills, once again, but I could have paid my rent 1 more month in faith that Spirit was going to take care of me, And it's the constant and repetitive actions of faith that gives you your blessing, because it don't matter if it'll take a year. It don't matter if it takes 10 years. The longer it takes, the greater the blessing, the greater the reward, because the more energy of faith that you've placed into Spirit.
Shay. I agree with that.
All right, that was pure spirit mode.
Yeah,
I won't ever say that. But for
well, I
real.
appreciate that. Well, I
But I've
think
been wanting to tell you that just because I see you're like me, it's even more of an intense level. So like, yes, because I know I'm a little bit more of a free spirit than you are. So I think that yes, you should just be more loving with yourself and recognize that you're doing the damn thing. Like you're accomplishing a lot. Like you've overcame a crap ton. Like in reality, if you never did anything else, like you don't have to, because like, so we're not doing this to prove a point to anybody. We're just doing it because that's what we're supposed to be doing, you know?
that's absolutely how I feel. Well, you know what? I am not going to argue no more. I'm going to leave it at that with Queen Misha's, saying words of wisdom. So we just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, and I need to tell myself that in the moment. Like I truly just want to fulfill my purpose. I'm not trying to get famous or none of that. I really just want to. Yeah, if I had it my way, I promise you, just my land, build my own
Girl,
movie, build
isolation.
my own. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's
Yeah, I
really
just
all I
come to the
want.
lady in the woods. Yep. Come on.
Yeah, that's really all I want, and to live a healthy life. I got a
Mhm.
second chance to live, and I just want to live it as long as I can, and fulfill what I need to fulfill while I'm here, and help other people do the same. That's truly all I want to do. So yeah,
And that is what you will do.
yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. Do I to you, Harley. Appreciate your energy. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
queen.
You was 10 toes down today. Appreciate all of your thoughts and whatnot. But Queen Misha, tell them where to find you and tell them a little bit about your newfound
Identity. Okay.
situations you got going
So,
on. Let's
you
find.
guys, I'm trying not to get country because I realized when listening to my videos, I'm real country. So, and I'm not like Southern country. I'm like redneck country. So, um, what one of my life dreams has always been modeling. Just because it just seems like something I'm probably gonna be good at, right? And so I finally have started investing in that career for myself while being new to Atlanta. And as you guys know, I'm a Reiki practitioner. And so the last few months, I've just kind of been in this stagnancy myself when it comes to how am I supposed to present myself? How am I supposed to, because, my business is now mobile and remote. It's no longer a store that you go in. So it's new. And so I was talking to my beautiful sister, and we were going over just different ideas that we had and stuff. And she basically found me, y'all, in this conversation. She found me. I found myself through her because I am now going to be referencing and addressing myself by the title of the energy model. And so when people think of models, they think of stuck up attitudes and, bouginess and divas, prima donnas, and party girls. And, sometimes models don't have the best labels attached to them, I guess. And so, uh, I like to think that I'm really easy to get along with, really easy to work with. I have an awesome personality. I'm a fun time. If you got some good music, then we can vibe out. So I think that the energy of the people that you work with is extremely important. And I pride myself on having that great energy that's easy to work with and to create beautiful things with. And so I am the energy model now, and we're going to profit off of this. And then also, um it'll be a lot more. It's so much more to this, but yes, basically, Queen Misha, aka the energy model. And you can find me on Instagram now at the energy model, because I changed that. And you can find me on Facebook at Misha's Love Tribe or Misha's Healing. You can find me on YouTube at Misha's Healing Love. And yes, Inspire Media on Roku TV. We got our shows, a lot more shows to come. Stay tuned for those. And then yes, Tuesdays and Thursdays Thursdays are now going to be at 9 a.m. So we will have Thursdays as our morning shows and then Tuesday evenings for our night shows. So, yes, that's where I will be if you're looking for me. Also, TikTok at Celestial Reiki 33.
All right. All right. Well, you can find the both of us always on Inspire Media Network. Okay. You can see all of our plethora of podcasts, all this healing, all this inspiration that we are given, all of this truth that we got going on, you know what I'm saying, here. So make sure you go to Roku. If you do not have a Roku, go to Walmart. Go on and spend that $24.99 so you can get this inspiration at any time. Oh, I need to coin that. I'll be coming up with some good shit, boy.
Girl, let me tell you, you're
Good,
on the
good,
mastermind.
I'm good. So yeah, if you are a content creator or if you are a business that needs advertisement, please hit us up. Not at the energy model, but you can contact us at Inspire Content. Got it right this time. 999 at yahoo.com. Or you can call at 478-318-6933. So that is for all content creators and all businesses that need advertisement on television. Okay. Hey, Kahim, how you doing? That's my cousin.
Peace, brother. Thank you for joining us again.
Hey, yes, I had a very dope conversation with him and my other cousins last night.
We love it.
Yeah, it was just so amazing. You know, we're gonna talk about that another time.
Yo, you guys, I just want to like real quick, if you don't mind, just go in detail. We need star seeds. Alert all star seeds, all light workers. We need you to start creating content. If Spirit said you have a message, if Spirit said you have gifts, and you're afraid to show them,
you better listen.
This is a safe environment to do that because there's going to be other weirdos and misfits on here too. So you should really create some content and get on stage with us because this really, the platform is going to be something different. You know, I don't see any platforms where you can go find a bunch of melanin spiritualists doing all types of things and sharing all types of knowledge and wisdom. So, you know, come be at the start of something great because it's going to be great. I'm just saying, you know.
I can't wait. I'm so going. Tell them, girl. You better tell them. You know what I'm saying? They not here. They don't hear me though. So maybe they listen to you. You know what I'm saying? You the energy model. So you know. Maybe you could just bring that on in.
Right.
Yeah, man. We definitely switching up and changing TV. You know what I'm saying? All the way around. I absolutely want to bring spirituality to television. I absolutely want to create a platform for us and by us. Like seriously, that is the goal. Of course, I just talked about this. Yes, we did. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to put you on blast, homie. So he wants to be a content creator as well. You know what I'm saying? I call him my little Dr. Umar. You know what I'm saying? He's 17 years old and he would like to also, put out information. You know what I'm saying? And, get to the hearts and minds of the youth. So I'm very proud of that. He's the youngest. I'm the oldest. So I feel like we're about to take this by storm. So I'm extremely
That's exactly how it's supposed to go.
So if there's anybody else out there, like I said, we're looking for all content creators. We're looking for businesses who need advertisement. Like we really want to make Inspire Media the network.
One more thing. I'm sorry.
Talk to him.
Don't just be like, I want to be on TV and then just start creating shit. Don't do that. Okay. Make sure it's your calling, your passion. I don't care what it is. It can be cooking. It can be because, alkaline diets are big right now. So if you somebody who think you dope at the plant-based game, come on now. We need that content. I need those recipes. If you're someone who is a medium, and we can interview you or you can have people come on your show and who wants to talk to some of their transcended loved ones, So I'm just saying, like, it's open. This is open. It's spirituality. It's holistic. It's alternative. It's different. It's weird. Like, it's going to be all of that, but that's what we're moving into. The status quo and the norm is no longer cool. I don't care what they're talking about out there. Hot girls and all that shit is not it, okay? It's not. So the cool kids, the ones who got bullied on, we're now the cool kids. It's our time to shine. So I need you guys to come on here. Okay, life coach, spiritual healer, specializing in inner child healing and vegan, 5 years with the alkaline diet.
Harley, you already know. You already know, Harley.
We need you, Harley. Come on. The world needs you, Harley. It's not even about us. We always are going to be able to appreciate any beautiful energy, but there's literal souls right now who are just waiting for your content to be on there. And then Spirit's going to set it up one day and bam, they're going to be on Roku. Then, oh, bam, they're going to want to see Inspiration Media. Then, oh, bam, you're going to be there with your show. And they're going to be like, honey, I was just talking to you about finding alkaline recipes. But that moment can't happen until the content is there for them to,
Gotta be there for it. So, well, she done called you out, Harley. That, like, you know what I'm saying? Because, well, I'm gonna put you on. Harley has a whole digital cookbook that that I have of hers. She absolutely does. She absolutely does. She's a
Look,
life
and I'm
coach, like
talking
she
about
said.
cooking. So, Harley,
Mhm.
literally, I'm connected to you, girl. I'm
And
telling
guess
you.
what? She lives in Atlanta. So do you.
Oh,
Yeah,
snap. I'm just
yeah.
saying, my antennas is a
You
tingling.
know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm here for all of that. So I love it. This is what I'm talking about. So let's get it. You know what I'm saying? And let's go out here and inspire and heal the world, because that is its purpose.
Yeah.
So on that note, guys, we love y'all. We are going to see y'all Thursday at 9
Morning.
a.m. Yes, Thursday at 9 a.m. for some more of Childhood Trauma Podcast with the Soul Sisters, getting all together.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. We love y'all. Peace. We
I don't know why her energy gave me crazy mastermind. Like I could hear the evil laugh in the background, like, yeah, we're gonna
What are we gonna do today, Pinky? Try to take over the world. I can see it. All right, y'all funny.
Oh, shoot.
Absolutely. All right, love y'all.
Okay, peace.